Casey Anthony has resurfaced, or at least we got pictures of her resurfacing, this time with a baby. And we have not seen this before, and the pictures to us were kind of stunning because we haven't seen her with a baby since the trial.
No, we haven't. Remember, she very recently said she is open to having another child, so no.
Not hers.
It's not hers. It's not hers.
But the story is interesting.
Yes.
This is the grandchild of an NBC, a veteran NBC producer who
has been working the Casey beat, trying
to get an interview.
Yeah, trying to lock down an exclusive interview that NBC has been, for years we've known that they've been trying to get this interview.
So apparently this producer lives in Florida. Casey lives in Florida, and the producer's daughter brought the baby to a brunch that they all went to, including Casey Anthony. And there is Casey Anthony with the child.
Which makes you think, what's interesting here is they have not done the exclusive interview. She hasn't done the exclusive interview with NBC.
Do you get points for this?
But
there's a baby. Do we get 5 points?
But she's clearly just friends, become a family friend, I would think. I mean, wouldn't Casey Anthony have to be a pretty close family friend for you to allow her to...
Well, not just that, but to start taking pictures and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, that picture was taken apparently at the home of the woman whose child it is before they went to brunch. Now the child does look like he tried to escape.
No, listen, kids squirm, all right?
But anyway, so these pictures surface.
She's tickling me. Look, she's tickling the baby.
I gotta say, there is one person who probably more than anybody that I can think of would have a strong opinion about these pictures. Again, first time we have seen her with a baby since this trial began. Who would that be, Charles?
I think you're talking about Nancy Grace.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So Nancy joins us right now. Nancy, welcome to TMZ Live.
Harvey, I got a beef with you, man. I was having a perfectly good morning this morning. I was waiting to go wake up the twins and get them ready for school. And then I have to look on TMZ and see Tot Mom, of all things, holding a baby. Why did you do that to me?
I didn't take the picture, Nancy. I didn't put the baby in her arms.
You published it. This is the thing I don't understand. Okay, now, according to the Orlando Sentinel, she says she is bored, leading her, quote, pointless life, watching TV, on the internet. You know what? Then I see that somebody actually placed their child in her hands. And if you look at one of the pictures, it looks like the baby is doing a backflip, trying to get away from her. At least the baby understands the problem.
Well, babies squirm from time to time. It's a moment you can't really tell. But
so
I can tell.
So, but in all seriousness, is it irresponsible for a parent to let their child interact with Casey Anthony in the presence of the parent?
Well, you know what? I don't know exactly what the producer was thinking that put the baby in her arms, but this is what I know, okay? When you don't know a horse, look at its track record. It would be a cold day in HELL before I would have a child around a woman that has been tried for child murder. And I was looking at these photos. Take a look at them, Harvey. There she is, right in front of, it looks like a big, empty pitcher of sangria. I mean, booze and a baby. That's not a good combination. Didn't she do that last time? Booze and a baby ends up in a murder charge?
I mean, it is brunch. But Nancy,
Well, I don't know what you guys are doing out in Hollywood at brunch while you have your baby in your arms.
That's a fair point.
I mean, you don't have a baby and drink and then what? Put it in the child seat and drive off after your sangria lunch? No, N-O.
If the producer knows Casey well, and we know that the producer's been in contact with her
and tried
regularly
to get an interview
for several years. So does that show that maybe, at least in the producer's eyes, Casey's not that bad of a person?
Harvey, you know, you're really good at putting words in other people's...
That was Charles.
No, that was Harvey.
You're not getting that out of my mouth, okay? That is not coming out of my mouth, Harvey. That there is a good side. I've got a few suggestions One, she can mend fences with her father and mother, who are very good and decent people, in my book. After claiming her father molested her and trying to throw him under the bus to save her own skin, I think she's got some fence mending to do, number one. Number two, when you're bored with your own life, look around. There's a lot of people that need help, and that's a perfect thing for her to do. Volunteer. Do something good with her life. That's what I suggest. And maybe a little therapy might help her out.
Okay.
Okay.
Nancy, thank you so much.
See you later,
We're going to
man.
move on. Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.